Hi all, it's Tom Bentley here from the TB Yacht Broker YouTube channel. Hope this finds you well. Today I'm at the British Motor Yacht Show on the very first Saturday, and just very quickly give you a quick flick around here. So really exciting for the British Motor Yacht Show. It's probably going to be the only boat show we're going to see in 2020, so very excited to show you the lineup. I'm going to give you the UK premiere of the Manhattan 68. So if I turn the camera around and just show you here she is. Now, we've seen this boat in Dusseldorf at the start of this year in January, but this is the first time that this boat has been seen here in the UK. Obviously a replacement of the Sunseeker Manhattan 66. The 68 is now a new model into the range, and this is one of the first boats out of the factory. So she keeps those lovely big windows all the way down the side of the boat. But one key aspect that I'm going to point out while I'm just here is the rails. So if you can see the rails on the older Manhattan 66, the middle part of that rail would have been wire, but as you can see it's lovely thick stainless cylindrical pieces, and it really gives the boat a kind of quite nice racy look. Even though this is a Manhattan and it isn't necessarily kind of associated with a racy look like the Predator, you've very much got a kind of very sleek look here down the side of the boat. Another key point I'm going to pick up in terms of the detailing on the side of the boat, as we get a bit closer to the window band here, you can see this lovely chrome slash that goes down through the window band there. And again, it's just picking up key points that Sunseeker really improve the look and the design of this boat. Another key point to pick up on that window band into the saloon is that on the older 66 we had a kind of a spike, or a wasp's tail as I like to call it, of gel coat that went into that window, but that's been completely removed now, and that gives you a really beautiful unrestricted view out through the saloon, across the water and into the bay. Another lovely piece of detailing here at the kind of towards the stern of the boat is this air vent cover, and this air vent cover is completely carbon fibre, but again with a lovely kind of swoosh of stainless steel chrome near the stern. Now, just before we walk on board the boat, I'm just going to show you some of the key metrics, some of the key specifications. So here we are, 69.7 feet overall, beam of 17.3, 4 guest cabins which sleeps 8 plus 2 crew at the stern. The engine options that can be up to 2,400 in total, with a maximum speed of 32 knots and a range at 10 knots of 550 nautical miles. And as you can see, the ex-VAT price just at the bottom there. Now, looking out onto that stern, the stern has changed a lot from the older 66, and what I'm going to show you now is a key aspect of how that has changed. So rather than having just the crew cabin behind this door and the beach club package that we had previously on this model, we've completely renovated this stern piece. And what we have now behind this opening door is a fantastic storage area for fenders, lines, snorkels, goggles. The boat we had in Dusseldorf actually had a rack just here that you could set a series of oxygen dive fuel tanks on board. And what a fantastic use of space. Much better, in my opinion, compared to the older beach club packages that we had on the older 66. And you can see again the design has really come a long way. All of this has been properly lined. You've got down spotlighting in the tops there, and you've even got a shower, a rain shower if you like, that will fall all the way down onto this aft platform. So this really makes this aft platform a really usable space. We've even got, in this area here, this is a step but actually, if I open this up just here, this is actually another storage compartment, and as you can see, a really big space for lots of toys underneath here. The boat in Dusseldorf actually had 2 sea bobs sat up underneath this piece here, and actually if I zoom back out, a really beautiful key feature is that with the sea bobs in there at the minute, you would have to pull them and drag them out over the teak, but actually once you drop the platform, there is actually a hinged door along this front edge, so this compartment floods and the sea bobs can just quite simply float out. So again, really clever pieces of design that Sunseeker have come up with just here. We're going to have a look in the crew cabin. I'm just going to press this button here and bring this up. Nice and excitable rams, as you can see. Now again, the door is opening a different way compared to the older 66. The door used to come towards me, hinging at the bottom, but now this is opened up much better way, completely folds in with the rest of the aft cabin space just here. And looking down into the crew cabin, we've got space for 2 twin beds, or twin beds should I say, a washer dryer, and also a full shower and toilet just in behind here as well. The room is finished in exactly the same way as you would expect any of the guest cabins on board, so that none of your guests, if they are in the crew cabin, if you don't have crew, feel too worried or too disappointed that they're in the aft crew. Symmetrical stairway on either side of the platform, and you've got a really big beautiful platform here at the back. You could probably fit up to a Williams 395 jet tender here on the back quite happily, which we could just lower into the water. Now, as this boat has been spec'd with the premium Mediterranean package, there is obviously a passerelle that comes out of these steps just here, and I'm going to walk up into the cockpit area. As with ever, nice big chunky cleats, and the windlasses are obviously have foot controls to use, and some lovely rope storage locker bins just in here as well. So looking around the cockpit area for the first time, you'll notice that the seating group has actually had some changes in terms of the style of the seating. There's a lot more kind of curves and slopes within that seating group, and a nice table for a lovely place for breakfast in the morning that you can see here. But the table is not too intrusive into this cockpit area here. We've actually got quite a lot of space. You could have some director's chairs just sat here for breakfast, and you've also got some nice space, storage space up underneath that really nice chunky stainless steel staircase up to the flybridge for whatever you may need. We're just coming back round the cockpit area. Obviously you've got some nice, again, chunky cleats on the other side and the foot controls. One piece I am just going to show to you while we're here is that there is an opportunity to add an additional helm station into this area here. So as you can see, that's already been nicely finished, so you could add an additional helm station just there. LED deck lights go all the way up that side deck. And now we look into the saloon. So again, the LED lighting has changed quite a bit from the older Sunseeker 66, where it was kind of strip lighting across. The innovators or the designers at Sunseeker have been a lot more kind of changeable in terms of how they've designed those lights. The wood colour choice that you can see here is our new smoked eucalyptus wood. I'll just get a good shot of that on the fridge here. As you can see, there's loads of detail within that grain. Really beautiful colour Comes off of the back of the kind of the Wenge wood colour choice that we had previously, but I prefer this. It's got a much nicer colour in terms of the kind of grain within the timber. The detailing is absolutely exquisite. You've got these lovely, again, continuing on that chrome, stainless steel against the dark woods. The seating is now very stylish, and even to the point we discussed the lighting groups just earlier. I'll just show you one of the control panels that are here. You can set the moods on all of the lighting systems in various different moods here, but as you can see, you've got these lovely kind of space age grey panels. Even the Dometic air conditioning panels have come up to this as well. As I said before, the boat has been spec'd with a Mediterranean Platinum package, and that air conditioning has also been boosted up to a tropical specification. So there is an extra couple of coolers on the boat. Looking from this side, as you can see, you've got a lovely use of the space in terms of the glassware unit just in front of me. And then we have the galley here at the aft of the boat, a very sociable area where you can come straight out to the cockpit very quickly, but also reach the table that's just off to my left nice and easily, and a nice return, but not a return that restricts you too much into the galley. The galley is spec'd with these nice big fridge freezers. So we've got the fridge just here, and then the Vertigo drawer freezers, which you can set the different temperatures just along here. So there's two drawer fridge freezers that you can set just in there, and you've got these wonderful big chunky handles here to keep that in there. So really sturdy, really lockable. Coming into the actual galley itself, you've got a full dishwasher, a combi oven microwave done by Miele, the same with the cooktop, and also an extractor fan up underneath here. The catches have changed from the older Sunseeker style. We're now all push button somewhere. Let's try that again. There we go. Push button controls on all of the storage units here. Proper double sink, so lots of space for washing up, and as you can see, lots of mood lighting set up underneath the benches as well. Wonderfully big open windows, again just picking up on where we've lost that kind of wasp sting piece of gel coat from the last 66. These lovely tubular downlighting pieces. You'll see more of these in the bedrooms as we go through. And now we come up into the kind of the comfier part of the saloon area. A wonderfully big wraparound seating group. A fantastic window that's got Roman blinds up above it. And a wonderful entertainment area here as well, with this fantastic TV. Now I'm going to sit down here on the couch. You might well be able to see my reflection in the TV. A lot of people have asked me whether this is a Fallen Horizon TV, and it's not. And the reason for that is that actually, if I just bring the camera down slightly, this is all a piece of glass underneath the TV, and actually you can't quite see it through here, but you can see the window in the port side hand of the boat straight out to the water. Obviously I've got a boat next to me at the minute, but so from the couch in the saloon area I can see straight out to the water, which is, what an amazing feature that is. This has been spec'd with the premium AV upgrade, so obviously the big TV here and TVs in all the cabins, but that also includes these wonderful Sonos sound bars that you can see just in front of me. And this really does look like a very cool, a very chic entertainment system, entertainment bureau if you like, throughout the boat. Now standing back up, What I will just point out very quickly, because the design has changed a lot in terms of this layout here to the 68, is down here is now actually the entrance to the master cabin. So the master cabin ensuite, the master cabin is down this set of stairs. So we will look at that in a bit more detail in a second. Whereas before, the master cabin entrance was down this side of the boat and you went back on yourself into the cabin. So a better layout in my opinion. Coming a bit further forward in the boat, we've got this chaise longue style seating group area just up here. Now these are all modular, so you can change these if you are looking at a new build boat. So you can change these into various different designs. You can have a table built in, you can have a bit more of a wraparound inclusive style. And this is the chaise longue kind of example here that you can see. Fantastic visibility from driving down here on the bottom helm area, if you like. And then we come round to the helm group area here. So again, a very stylish application of woods and nice big chunky stainless steel. You've got this beautiful grey leather seating group with a lovely bolster. It comes and sits down and makes a nice big bench seat, but obviously something you can move out the way when you're getting out through the side door. The helm group area has now really changed. Fantastic technology advances have really made this a fantastic place and a fantastic driving experience. You've actually got a kind of multi-function steering wheel here now, so you can actually, a bit like your car, you can grab pieces here. My favourite button on this is the MOB button, or man overboard. By pressing this, it will mark a place on the chart for you, where if something did happen, you could go back to that place on the chart. There's a lot less buttons down on the dash compared to where we have been on previous Sunseekers. You've got space for an iPad mini to plug straight into here. You can actually see the iPad power port just there. So for sake of example, if you're running Navionics on your iPad, you can plot your course and then just plug it straight into the system and bring it straight up onto those Simrad screens. This lovely big screen here is your new CMate system. I will be doing a completely separate video on the brand new CMate, but essentially that will be, or goes into the Sunseeker app. And you will be able to get to the point where you can, as you're walking down the pontoon, you can fire up your air conditioning, your lights, various other pieces, all through your iPad, all through a wireless technology. This boat, as you can see, has been spec'd with a Zenta joystick. So there's a Zenta joystick down here, and obviously a Zenta joystick up on the flybridge. For those of you unaware, it is a shaft-driven boat, but with the bow thruster and the stern thruster, and the propellers working together, I can drive this boat horizontally just by moving the joystick across that way, to the starboard, to the right, to the port, to the left. I can turn the boat in its own length by twisting the top. So fantastic kind of fail-safe, if you like, for when you're parking. You've got your proportional bow thrusters with hold controls up here, and also a wireless phone charging port, so any iPhones from iPhone 6 onwards, or the Samsung equivalents, can sit and wirelessly charge here, but you also have USB sockets tucked up underneath here as well. Coming away from the helm, we now go down to all of the guest sleeping area. I'm going to come round to the left first. Now this is a similar sort of setup to the Manhattan 66 in terms of having two twin cabins on either side of the stair group there. One of the key components that's changed between the 66 and now the 68 is that we've managed to be able to level the floor off enough in these twin cabins that these can make occasional doubles. So those can slide across in order to make an occasional double, rather than just two fixed singles. As you can see, that tubular lighting is starting to feature again, and there's lots of incredible textures down here across that headboard and lovely, again, keeping those chrome pieces all the way through. Again, Roman blinds in here, and you've got lots of storage all the way throughout. Full height mirror there as well in the door, and a nice hanging space. Coming back round out of this cabin and straight across the hall, we see the bathroom that services these two bedrooms. I'll come back to that in just one second. Here's that other twin cabin on the other side of the stairs, and again you've got all of that storage unit behind that door just there. So this being the day head, which will service those two bedrooms just there. Coming round, you've got storage all behind these mirrors and all just behind these pieces here. Lovely big open sinks and a toilet and shower just in behind that unit there. Coming forward into the VIP, you've got your ensuite on the left, so we'll have a quick look in here first. So nice big, again, storage all behind the mirrors, all underneath the sinks as well. Soap dispensers, places to put your toothbrushes. We open up this shower, look at the stone in there. Doesn't that look absolutely beautiful? I'm just going to show you pan up to the shower head. As you can see, that's built up into the ceiling, so we've got a proper rain shower into that shower there, and that's the same in the other bathroom that we've just seen. And as you can see, some lovely stainless steel pieces in there. Coming back to the master cabin, the VIP cabin, VIP bedroom. Again, lots of lovely textures all the way throughout the boat. You've got all these lovely kind of leather pieces that sit on top. As you can see, you might just be able to see it from where we are there. We've got USB sockets along with the plug sockets just here. Again, plenty of storage in behind this unit here with a full-length mirror. And you'll also find we'll have storage up in these pieces up here as well. A welcome return to proper stainless steel chunky portholes as well. The ones on the previous 66 were kind of built into that glass, but I'm very happy to see that's come back. I'm just going to close this behind, and as we pan round, again we've got another piece of storage behind this area here, and a nice big TV built into that wall. And if I just again flick around behind me, you can see this lit stainless steel shelving unit with leather inlay shelves as well. Coming back out of the guest cabin space, I'm going to walk back up the boat. And then I'm going to turn right back to that master staircase. As you can see, the staircase comes back on yourself, nice big chunky handrail on the right hand side. You've actually got storage lockers up underneath here. And here we are into the master. Just going to pan around so you can see all of those pieces. Again, the tubular lighting features everywhere, lots of soft lighting in places, lighting up behind the windows. You can see the windows have been framed with the same woods. We've got this lovely working group area here. This is my favourite layout of all the boats that all the layouts that we do. This again is modular, so you can have a chaise longue. There is an option for having a desk that comes out of this piece here with just one facing seat in to make it a proper office space. But I think you get the best of both worlds with this piece here. A great place to have coffee in the morning before you want to maybe socialise with other guests on board. And some really stunning ways of design that Sunseeker have brought all the way throughout this boat. All of those are drawers in that vanity closet over there. And I'm just going to show you where the TV is built in. Again, it's all about texture in this boat. You can see everything fits together as well. There's no texture that I've seen on this boat so far that I think, yeah, it just hasn't quite worked inside this room. Again, I'm just going to show you. There's a bit of stuff in there from the show you'll have to excuse. But a fantastic double wardrobe space in there. And actually, there's actually a sneaky hidden wardrobe on this boat. If we look at this detailing in the woods just here, if I press on that piece and pull that across, I actually get more hanging space and more shelving in there as well. I'll just walk you over to the master cabin en suite. Some fantastic LED strip lighting there, facing from the mirror. Nice big bowl sinks, heated tail rail. And I'm going to come round, show you this shower. So you can see the big rain shower at the top there. So that stone looks, not real stone of course, but looks absolutely beautiful. Even the drainage at the bottom there looks brilliant. And I'll just quickly zoom around so you can see how that mirror sits across that porthole just there. So, coming back out of the master cabin, we come up, around, back into the saloon. We're going to come back out into the cockpit and up onto the flybridge. So the first thing we see is this wet bar. So with the wet bar here, if I just open up this piece here, you've got a full-size Kenyan grill, full sink, full nice big litre fridge underneath this piece here, and also an ice maker behind here as well. So all the amenities you would need in a wet bar up on this area just here. Bit of a clang. Now again, people who know of the 66 before would have known that this seating group here would have continued all the way around the stern of the boat just here, and kind of restricted what you could do with this area. So we've taken that all away, and we've really wanted to give our clients as much free choice as we possibly could in order to do what they want to do with this area just here. So the options are freestanding furniture, another sun bed that comes out of here, a table, which I think will be the most popular option up here at the top, obviously if you've got the grill here, but again it's all down to the clientele. I'm just going to have a look back down the flybridge from here. We've got a canopy that comes out of this area here, out of the hardtop, and comes out over my head, covers off this area. And again, you can see the seating in terms of what I talked about before, and how kind of curved and stitched detailing there is. You can just see an example of that up here on the driver's seat. You see that kind of lovely texture that's just here. Helm area very similar to what we've seen downstairs already. There's enter joystick, bow thruster control, multifunctional steering wheel, another wireless charger just here, the SIMRAD screens, Obviously wind protection just here, but you've also got a nice big seating back just here, so you can lay your legs out along the front. And obviously in the hard top we've got an opening roof as well, so you can really open that up all the way. Walking back down the boat, I'm going to come along the port hand side of the boat and walk out along these lovely big teak side decks. Another feature I just want to point out is that on older Sunseekers these were all plastic and they're now chrome, and I think they look 100 times better. Really feel the full effect of those windows as you're walking down the side of the boat here. Walking again, you can really see those lovely rails that I was talking about. I'm so glad that the wire is gone in the middle there. It looks fantastic. And we've got a fantastic seating group area just up here. That table obviously folds. It's got leaves on the table, so that obviously folds across. And we haven't put it on today, but obviously these stainless steel poles enable you to have a Bimini tonneau cover that comes out like a bit like a pram's hood and comes out over the top of this area, seating group area just here, in order to create some shade. And the sun pad has obviously got folding backrests here as well, and will obviously all fold flat. And then you get to the business end, you've obviously got your foot controls for the windlass up here and down as well, and an anchor locker which you can store lines, fenders. And just walking back down the boat as well, there is also another locker underneath here which you can store fenders and lines and various other bits. So just completing the circuit, obviously we've got the entrance to the captain's door on the right hand side. Coming back down the boat, you can see the LED lighting strips all the way along. And back into the saloon area here. Now this boat specifically has been spec'd with the MAN V8 1200s. As you've seen, it's a smoked eucalyptus wood colour choice, and as I've already mentioned, it's got the platinum med pack, the air conditioning up to tropical specification. The one thing I haven't mentioned as we've been walking around is the need for twin quick gyroscopic stabilisation systems, which this boat does have. Obviously the bigger generator to run all of those pieces, the premium upgrade on the AV package, and obviously the Zenta joystick is obviously a big plus as well. So this boat is at the British Motor Yacht Show now for the next 10 days until next weekend. I'm here the whole week. You're more than welcome to call me directly to discuss the boat in more detail. My number is 07931 418 367, or my email address is tom.bentley@sunseekerpool.com. I've also completed the 3D walkthrough on the Matterport on this boat this morning, so have that available as well. Thank you.